Three-time Russian champion and Russian Grand Prix final champion in figure skating Adelia Petrosyan has no copyright issues with the music for her programs ahead of the 2026 Olympics, RIA Novosti Sport reports. Petrosyan will perform her short program to a medley of Michael Jackson tracks and her free program to Astor Piazzolla's tango, Yo Soy Maria. According to the source, no changes to the programs are expected. The women's singles figure skating competition at the 2026 Olympics will begin on February 17. The athletes will present their short programs on that day. The free skaters will perform their free skates on February 19. Johnny Klimek, composer of the music for the film Perfume, the story of a murderer, responded to the situation in which Russian figure skater Petr Gumennik faced stricter copyright restrictions on the music for his short program, Perfume, ahead of his participation in the 2026 Olympics. Unfortunately, I have no influence over how the production company Constantine manages my music. All rights belong to them. Sorry, odds.ru quotes Klimek as saying. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, Director of Communications Mark Adams responded, "I've already heard about this. It's obviously an issue between him and his national federation. You need to contact the ISU. In my understanding, the skater is responsible for approving the music," TAS quotes Adams as saying. The press service of the International Skating Union, ISU, confirmed Adams' statement, but declined to provide further details. Like all athletes, Gumennik is responsible for upholding the copyright to the music associated with his performance, the ISU stated. The 2026 Olympic Games could well be the first time in 16 years that a Russian figure skater wins a medal in men's skating. However, Russia's only representative in this event, Petr Gumennik, faced serious difficulties 3 days before the start. Unexpected problems. On August 30, 2025, Gumennik's new short program, with which the Russian planned to compete for an Olympic license at the qualifying tournament, was presented to the public. The program, choreographed by top Russian choreographer Daniil Glukhengoz and set to music from the film Perfume, was created with the goal of showcasing the skater's best qualities. That was the decision of his coach and coaching staff. Petr Gumennik needs to perform his new program in front of an audience to perfect every aspect. He needs to perform well at the qualifying competition, his coach Tamara Moskvina said on the day of the presentation. In China, Petr truly looks stunning in his new look, easily securing a spot at the 2026 Games. However, the Russian figure skater may not be able to skate to the music from Perfume in Milan. According to RIA Novosti sources, Gumennik has encountered copyright issues with the use of the musical accompaniment. The athlete's team is reportedly currently considering various options, including returning to his old program, which uses music from the film Dune. The situation for one of the medal contenders is exacerbated by the tight deadline. Only 3 days remain until the start of the men's competition. There's always a way out. Petr isn't the only figure skater who's encountered difficulties at the current Olympics. One of the first to voice such concerns was Spaniard Tomás Lorenz Guarino Sabate, who was banned from using music from the animated film Minions. He was fortunate that Universal was accommodating and quickly gave permission. In Gumennik's case, such a routine might well not fly due to his citizenship. Luna Hendricks, a well-known hater of Russian figure skaters, was much less fortunate. She wanted to use Celine Dion's Ashes in her short program, but to obtain permission, she had to secure the consent of 7 interested parties. The Belgian also elegantly wiggled out of this situation by simply using a similar song by the same singer. The tempos of Ashes and I Surrender are similar, so the structure of the program remained the same. We mainly adjusted minor details, like hand movements, to match the lyrics, Knack quoted Hendricks as saying. Perhaps Petr should adopt this approach as well. But whatever option Gumennik's team chooses, it still leads to unnecessary stress, which could negatively impact the Russians' performance. It's good that the athlete has many devoted fans who launch a campaign on the social media platforms of the International Olympic Committee and the International Skating Union with the hashtag #Let Petr Gumennik skate Perfumer, calling for the athlete's music to be restored. The Milan Olympics haven't even begun, and they're already mired in copyright scandals involving figure skaters. It's as if copyright holders are deliberately putting pressure on the athletes and doing so just before the competition. Changing a short program just days before the start of an individual competition is a disaster, but Gumennik is no stranger to it. Petya has encountered problems with the music before, and he can always call Evgenia Medvedeva for advice. The great irony is that this isn't the first time Petya has had to fight for his programs. And while he was able to resolve the issue with Rammstein by performing a cover, he'll have to be more inventive with Perfume. Although he can always call Evgenia Medvedeva and ask how she survived the period when she was about to permanently abandon her legendary free program, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. Before the 2017 World Championships, Evgenia received a notice from the copyright holder claiming a ban on music use. But Medvedeva and her team acted quickly. They purchased the track from a music platform and sent a screenshot to the author, along with an additional $100 compensation. Incidentally, the Russian figure skater won that competition. Will Gumennik be able to repeat this maneuver, or will we see a different short program in Italy? We'll know very soon. Petr himself and his personal coach, Veronika Daneko, have already arrived in Milan. The Olympic men's singles competition begins on February 10th, giving our skater exactly 3 days to resolve the issue. The best-case scenario is if Petr can reach an agreement with the music copyright holders and calmly continue preparing for the Olympic singles competition. But if it doesn't work out, Gumennik will have to make an urgent decision. Either find a cover, as he did with his Rammstein program, or change the program entirely. Returning to last year's is an option. However, we hope that our Olympian will resolve all the issues with minimal disruption and escape with only minor stress. Elena Gumennik, mother of the current Russian singles champion Petr Gumennik, wrote, "I won't say anything yet, but I can reassure you. A good solution has been found. God willing, everything will work out," Elena wrote on her Telegram channel.
At the international level for many, many years. I've seen him as a little boy, and now we see him.
Russian choreographer Alexei Zheleznikov addressed figure skater Petr Gumennik amid the challenges of the 2026 Olympics. "Looking at all this chaos, I can say one thing. Take beautiful music that matches the time schedule and skate. Petr has a great feel for the music, he'll figure out where to jump, and his team will help him. I have no doubt in him. The guy has a strong character. Just don't give up, don't let yourself get broken. Adele, my dear, this applies to you too. May the force and light be with you," Zheleznikov wrote on his personal Telegram page.